The next stop is Sidcaeum. Soren mentioned that Caspian fled there to get away from Nox.
Yippee!
Sidcaeum?
Yeah.
You never stop surprising me. Actually, that's where I'm headed to as well.
Of course you are.
Wait, weren't you meant to return home? You live in Sidcaeum?
That's right. I was feeling a little sad, thinking we'd have to part ways after all we've been through together and all we have left to do. But fate really has a way of making things happen, huh? Why don't you come back in my carriage? It's a few days' travel away, and I have plenty of room to spare.
Well, what a kind offer. It would be rude of me not to accept.
Who invited you? Walk.
How many times do I have to tell you? You have to ask first. You can't just hitch a ride with whoever you want. Although, if it was being offered, we wouldn't turn it down. The person who may be able to help Nox also lives in Sidcaeum, and if we have to carry him the whole way, it'll add days to our journey.
The more the merrier, of course.
That does not sound like you really agree with what you're saying at all. The smile was wiped right off of Sign's face. He seemed wary, not annoyed like Leos, but as if he was quietly calculating something.
Wait, are you kidding me? The last time was hell and I have to do it again?
Hell yeah.
Last time wasn't so bad.
Hell yeah.
Maybe for you. I was squished between a bunch of assholes.
Listen, Leos. This is a BL game. You're gonna be.
I can't thank you enough. If you're happy to have us, of course we'll come with you.
Let's not waste any more time then. It's finally time for the shadow to pass over Oxabor.
Yippee!
Perhaps tomorrow will be the day a new sun rises.
We found ourselves heading towards the outskirts of town, where Lilas dropped us off just yesterday. It was almost funny how that felt like it happened weeks ago, but in reality, we spent only 2 days here.
Oh, I have to warn you, my driver is...
Huh? Sir, is that you?
Here we go again.
He ran at Sign faster than I'd ever seen a human being move. He dashed forward and crashed to the ground at Sign's feet, sobbing.
Sir, how could you do this to me? You've been gone since yesterday! I thought you were dead. I've been worried sick.
Come on, it was just a little detour. No harm done.
No harm! Your parents are going to kill me! They'll murder me! Every time I tell you not to run off, and yet you do it anyway!
You're embarrassing me. Stand up.
Can I help you up?
I raised my hand out to help the man up, but he just glared at me from the ground.
And who are these people? Don't tell me you've picked up even more men. What will your parents think? You know they don't like you hanging around the common folk.
Hey, what does he mean by common folk?
Poor people, Leos.
I almost feel like I should be offended.
Oh, Lord Synaculus. All night, I've been wandering the streets, trying to find you.
That's a
Why would
choice.
you do this to me?
Hey, don't call me...
Ooh, he got full named.
Oh my...
Ooh, Fawn. That sounded bad.
Synaculus? Is that your name?
You've got to be kidding me. That's hilarious. Oh, let me bow down to you, Lord Synaculus. Oh, God.
Shut up! Pretend you never heard that.
Sign was red from ear to ear, and he refused to meet my eyes. Surprisingly, I found it pretty refreshing to see. Lord, though. Interesting. He must be pretty important, more so than he seemed at first. Since he usually spends his time messing around, it's hard to imagine him as a lord. But he does have a lot of money, and a driver for his own fancy carriage. His personality isn't very lordly, though. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to discuss his lordness if this trip is as long as I've been told, though.
Just shut up! This is my retainer, Ether.
Sign quickly dragged Ether up from the floor, where he was laid in a pile, sobbing.
Get a hold of yourself. Don't you think it's time to go home? Look, I'm here. Let's go.
Sir, we're already 2 days late. There's no explaining ourselves out of this. I'll be killed. Or worse, fired.
Okay. I promise I won't run off. All right. Does that make it better?
You've said that last time too. Sir, you have to pinky promise me.
Oh no, not pinky promises.
Will you shut up? I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not doing that.
Then I'm not going anywhere. You didn't have any problem with it last week.
Oh my god, Sign.
Just fine. Okay, fine. I pinky promise I won't run off again. And we leave now?
Is it really okay that we hitch a ride? If it's too difficult, we can just...
No, you're coming with me. Ether, get the horses ready to leave.
You're bringing them with you?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think they're a little dirty?
We're standing right here. I can hear every word you're saying.
I can't carry this guy all day. Get a move on.
Let me give you a hand with him.
Thanks. Let's just set him down in the back.
They pushed the horror-stricken driver out of the way and sat Soren's unconscious body in the back of the carriage. Sign gave Ether a look, and he ran towards the driver's seat. I felt a little bad for him having to deal with all of our trouble. The rest of us piled into the back. The interior was even more lavish than I imagined. Lilas's carriage, while comfortable, couldn't dream of comparing. Even so, with all 7 of us squished in, it was a little tight. Sign, Leo, Spawn, and I sat on one side, while Soren and the other 2 sat on the other. Seeing as Sign traveled here alone, it was surprising that his carriage was quite this big.
Wow, this is cozy. And a much better idea than traveling by foot. I should give myself a pat on the back for getting us this ride.
Huh? What for? Without us, you'd be walking.
Do you expect me to thank you? You're as much of a freeloader as I am.
The difference is I was invited.
I try not to sweat the details.
I looked towards the peach-haired man seated across from me. He stayed out of the conversation, quietly minding his own business. He was the real mystery. Who is he, truly? An actual god in the flesh? Then, why does he seem so normal? Why doesn't he look any different to the rest of us? But if what I heard in Soren's manner is true, then he'd be hundreds, if not thousands of years old. How can a god just walk the planet? I thought they were meant to be in the heavens protecting Aurelia Cabela. But Nox and this man said that they were exiled and hunted. Who has the power to do that?
Ether, please take us back to Sidkam.
Sign's retainer pulled open a small glass window, poking his head through.
Yes, sir. But may I ask, is he dead?
No, he's just sleeping.
Shush, he's asleep. You wouldn't want to wake him, would you?
No, sir.
He closed the window with a face as if he just ate something sour. It seems like he really hated us, and he was very protective of Sign. They must have been together for a long time.
He seems... pleasant? How long have you known each other?
Huh? Ether? His family served mine for decades, so we were kind of brought up together.
What, like brothers or something? Your family must be pretty important.
They like to think they are.
The carriage slowly made its way through the dark streets of Oxibor, pulled along by the 3 horses in front. Looking at everyone in here, I wasn't surprised that Ether was worried. A peach-haired man wearing only a poncho, a seedy-looking guy with a body over his shoulder.
All right, when are we gonna get some answers? Just what is going on here?
Who are you two?
Hey, come on now. It's late. Get some sleep and I'll explain everything tomorrow.
You're never getting that explanation.
Tomorrow, all we've done is wait. I'm getting sick of it.
I looked again at the peach-haired man. I felt oddly drawn to him. It's as if I was meeting a long-lost friend. But I don't think we'd ever actually met.
They say patience is a virtue. You'd be wise to practice it.
Oh, you little...
It's fine. I'm pretty tired myself, so we can talk more tomorrow.
Yippee.
A night's rest will do you well. You've been through a lot today.
Leos grumbled but dropped it, leaning back to get some sleep. Fawn and Sign quickly followed suit. That night, it took me a long time to find sleep.
Rain. Rain, can you hear me?
I can! Yippee!
You travel. Somewhere I cannot follow.
Oh no!
I'll catch up soon.
Okay.
Rain, wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Is it morning already?
You slept like a baby. Everyone else is outside stretching their legs.
Sorry. You didn't have to wait for me. I must have been really tired.
I don't mind. I'll always wait for you.
Thanks, bud. You pal, you good friend, you. He smiled widely for the first time in what felt like ages. There had been no chance to just enjoy each other's company lately compared to when we first met. In fact, it felt like we hadn't gotten to talk one-on-one in a very long time. Soren still sat in the corner, quietly breathing. He hadn't moved a muscle this whole time. He was really out cold.
How are you feeling? The last few days have been pretty hectic, huh?
I'm happy it's over, honestly. I feel tired.
This must be the most excitement you've had in years.
Excitement is one way to put it. Even in the last few days, so much has happened. I'm happy we can finally rest a little.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm happy it's over too. Well, mostly. I wish I could have done more. I don't know. It just feels like if I tried harder, there would have been a better way to fix things.
Not really.
Me too. I've been entirely useless.
Not at all. I wouldn't even be here if not for you.
I know I showed you the way out of the forest, but it's not enough. I'm not enough. I want to be able to do something too. Even Sign has been more helpful.
You're fine how you are. You don't need to change for me. And, you know, I know it's a little late into the journey, but you can turn back any time. No one will think any less of you.
You cannot do that. I'm keeping you here forever.
Can you turn back anytime? Would you be prepared to just stop?
No, I'm the main character.
Well, no. There's only one path for me to follow.
Me too, then. I'd follow you anywhere. If you'll have me, that is.
I wouldn't want it any other way. In fact, I'd probably have to come get you if you left. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Yoo-hoo! Lovebirds! I hope you're not dirtying my carriage too much. Make sure to wipe off the seats when you're done.
To be fair, if I put a black light to this carriage, I think the entire thing would be dirty. Knowing you.
What? We're not doing anything.
Oh, I can picture it now. Rain pinning you down to the chair, furiously undressing you. Then,
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! We're just talking.
Come out here and talk then.
Does he think we're...
Just ignore him. He wants a reaction.
Okay, we're coming out.
We're gay. We pushed open the door that led outside of the carriage and stepped into the cool air. The cold washed over my skin, making me pull my clothes in tighter. An icy wind blew through the trees, rustling the leaves and chilling me down to my bones. We were already far from Oxaber. It felt freeing, like I could finally breathe.
Ah, look who's decided to grace us with his presence.
You're welcome. Leos leaned against a tree a short distance away, his arms crossed over his chest. Sign bounced to my side, pushing Fawn out of the way. Jesus.
I hope you weren't having too much fun without me. I wanted to stay with you too, but someone told me to leave.
You were being noisy.
Boo! Was not. I just wanted to get a look.
Which is why I kicked you out.
Good morning, Rain. Did you manage to sleep well?
The peach-haired man approached me, a calm smile on his face.
I did, thankfully. Sorry that I slept in so much, though.
Nope, I'm not going to say that, actually.
Well, now that we're all awake, it's time you answered our questions.
Maybe if you ask me really nicely.
Oh, my God.
Come on, just a little pretty, please.
How about you tell me and I don't put a knife through your gut?
Ignore him. He's not good with mornings.
That is true.
I'll answer any questions you have, if I can. Why don't we start with an introduction? My name is Varys, and this is Ilron.
Yippee! Varys. So he truly is the same bird as before.
I'm sure you're wondering about what happened with Nox and Soren. I know that you're still worried about them.
Was meeting you in Stagwish just a coincidence, or...
Well, we weren't there as a welcoming party for you, if that's what you're asking. We were stopping by for some personal business before heading to Oxabor for work.
Work?
I take bounties occasionally, if the job interests me enough. A demon in Oxabor? Well, that's pretty exciting, right?
We already knew that something evil was dwelling in Oxabor, as it had for a great number of years. I'm sorry to admit it, but we did use you as kind of bait. I promise we had every intention of getting you out of there alive.
You knew I was going to be taken?
I think everybody did, Rain.
We knew it would happen, just not when or how. We followed you back to Soren's mansion, and when you didn't come out, we came in after you.
What happened in there must be shocking to you, but you handled it well. Many others wouldn't have been able to deal with it.
What did you do to him? Is he actually a demon?
I nodded yes, but honestly, there's a lot going on there, my dude.
I consumed his soul. It's a delicate
Tasty.
process. Take too much and they'll die. To answer your other question, yes, Nox was a demon, but Soren was not. I think an explanation on what a demon truly is would help.
Yes, it would.
Tell me, do you believe in the gods?
No. I stared at the man in front of me. Do I believe? Of course, I followed them all my life. But believing that they watch over me unseen is different to believing that one stands right in front of me.
I... do? They watch over us from above, right? At least... that's what I thought.
He smiled at me.
You're not exactly wrong. That's what they are meant to do. A long time ago, most of us fell from above. I think I mentioned it before, but many of the old gods died or faded away, stuck with no believers. Others took immortal forms, but found themselves nearly powerless. Many went insane, unable to deal with the loss of everything dear to them, and decided that death was the better option. Others continued living, trying to find their new purpose.
Are you telling me not a single god is left to watch over us?
Not exactly. Some remain, but they're so far out of our reach. I'm not sure if we'll ever be able to rejoin them.
Then a demon is...
A fallen god. The two are the same except in name and attitude.
Those that choose to feast upon the souls of humans or other creatures gain considerable power, but it's looked down upon. It goes against everything we want to protect. A god that gains power through devouring souls is called a demon. That's what Nox was. Many years ago, he was the god of the hunt, watching over both humans and animals alike. But he was corrupted by the greed of mankind and turned against them. I know you want to blame him for everything, but he's also a victim. The way he went about his revenge was wrong, yet I feel for him. Tortured and torn apart by the people he swore to protect. It must have been painful.
Then you are also a god? But you...
It pains me to have taken part of his soul. It was my first time, but it was the only way to help him. We could have just killed him and been done with it. But something about Rain's plea made me want to do more. I just hope it'll actually help.
He did that to help Soren and I, despite being so against it.
You turned from a bird into a human, right? Can all gods do that?
It takes a lot of energy, but many of us can change between our mortal and other forms. I feel like I should reintroduce myself. My name is Varys, and I was once the god of harvest.
Mhm.
Now, I mostly wander from place to place, trying to help where I can. I'm not so different from any of you.
Ilron? You too?
No, I'm just a regular guy. We just happen to be traveling together.
I've got to know. Please tell me if I click on this and I pull up Ilron's profile, it just says regular guy. No, there's more. Damn. This is like more than what we've talked about so far. Hold on, don't read that.
Although, god of sex or
No.
god of good looks would both suit me pretty well, huh?
No.
Gross.
Ew.
Fawn's thinking about it.
Wow, that hurts.
We get along well, and I enjoy our time together.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that answers some of your questions. I know it's a lot to take in.
I still had so many questions. For some reason, the beings above all fell down to the mortal world. Many of them died, some of them became demons. And some wander the roads of Vidus, no different to a normal human. Varys. But the speaker, he talks to them. He passes their messages to us.
I think it's about time we left. If we wait around much longer, I think your driver might die of a heart attack.
I looked back towards the carriage. Half of either's face stuck out, watching us. When he noticed that we were looking at him, he yelped and ran away.
He's an interesting character.
I'll go deal with him. I'll join you in the back in a moment.
Sign walked back towards the front of the carriage, and the rest of us piled into the back. I sat across from Varys, and Fawn quickly found the spot closest to me.
So, you're on your way to Oxabor searching for a mysterious man named Caspian. I think it's time you explained yourselves to us.
I looked at Leos, but he just shrugged. Even he thought we had no room to argue.
Okay. Leos and I, we come from a town a few days from Stagwitch. We've lived there all of our lives, but I got into some trouble and had to leave. Okay. It was more like I was expelled.
Mm-hmm.
Leos followed me, and we ended up traveling together. Right now, I'm on a journey to find some answers. I'm hoping that Sid Kayam will hold a solution.
And this place, what's it called?
He's so digging for information. Oh my god. No point hiding it.
Aurelia Cavella.
I thought so. A mythical town secluded deep in the forest, led by the divine speaker.
You know about it? Have you been there?
He looked at Varys for a moment before his eyes returned to me.
No, I just have a personal interest in the place.
We can call it that.
What could you have possibly done to be kicked out, I wonder?
Here, look.
I raised my arm and pulled up my sleeve. Ilrin ran his fingers over the markings, examining them closely.
I was thrown out for trespassing in the Speaker's archive. I hoped to find out what this marking meant. When I was found, he wanted to have me killed. I guess I got off lucky, and I ended up cast out into the forest.
Yippee.
I'm not sure if you know, but at the time I thought it was worse than a death sentence. I had no clue there was civilization outside of Aurelia Cavella. I still don't know what it says, but I think Caspian might know something about it. He's my last hope. Have you heard of him?
I heard that he died. That's all I know.
I have reason to believe that he fled, and is still hiding in Sidcaeum. Soren basically confirmed this for me.
This is a very interesting conversation, by the way. I can't say anything because it's all spoilers. Very interesting conversation when you've played this for when you're playing this for a second time, I guess. Okay.
Interesting.
I feel the same way. Oh my God. We're so connected. I'm not flirting with Ilrin.
Sidcaeum is a vast city like no other. But I hope you'll be able to find him.
I hope so too. The sign came in the door and sat himself between Fawn and I, to Fawn's dismay. The familiar feeling of the carriage being pulled resumed, and we kept going on our way to Sidcaeum.
Yawn! Just another day or so and we'll finally be home.
A day or so? Are you kidding me?
Aw, were you hoping for longer? Worried you'll miss me when we part ways?
Ooh.
More like I'm worried for your life if we're kept in an enclosed space any longer.
Guys, the trees. They're all completely red. What's going on?
A fawn that is called Autumn.
We're passing through the Amaranth Forest. The trees stay red throughout the year, which most people find a little strange. I'm used to it.
Somebody better keep his cool while we pass through it.
He winked at Leos, who had a look of disgust on his face.
Excuse me? You think I'm not capable of keeping my cool? Why would it matter anyway?
He's not wrong, you know. You better be on your best behavior. There's a legend about the Amaranth. They say that an inexplicable anger takes control of people that enter, giving them an urge to kill. The angrier you become, the more likely you are to be bewitched.
Listen, guys, I feel like it's not a spoiler at this point to tell you, you thought Oxabur was bad. Get ready. We're never going to be safe. Ever.
Apparently, blood from the killings that occur seep into the ground and feed the trees, and that's what made them turn red all year long. Or so they say, anyway. I certainly haven't been taken with an urge to kill, yet.
That's good.
People would usually choose to go around the forest, even with the delay it causes.
It's faster this way. I'm sure we'll be fine.
The faster that Nox and Soren can get some help, the better, even despite the risks.
Is it actually true? Do a lot of people die here?
At the very least, I can sense the lingering essence of many souls in these woods. That's not to say that the legend is true, however.
That's a little scary. Without warning, Sign wrapped an arm around my shoulder and pulled me in close to him.
Are you scared? Don't worry, I travel through here all the time, and I'm completely fine.
For now, Sign.
Completely fine? You? Hilarious.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh yeah, I'll be great.
Get off of him.
Bleh, make me.
Do you really want me to come over there and...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Are you bad with instructions or just an idiot? You just got told to keep calm.
I'm perfectly calm.
Just suppress your jealousy for one night. I'm sure if you ask really, really nicely, you can wrap your arms around him next time.
Ooh.
What? Why would I want to do that? You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. We just woke up, but
Sleep tight.
the fading sun had left the sky long ago, and it was already deep into the night. How time flies when you're having fun. Most of the others had already gone to sleep, but I couldn't, probably because of the forest. The moon was big and round in the sky, a full moon. Quietly, I opened a small window and reached my hand out towards it. Even if I was far from home, we were still all under the same sky. I'm doing fine.
Ouch.
A leaf brushed against my fingers, leaving a thin slice down one of them. A drop of blood fell onto the forest floor. I closed my eyes and leant back in my seat, leaving the window open. The soft, cool breeze felt nice. No, please talk to me. I blinked my eyes open slowly. Outside, it was still dark. I mustn't have been asleep for long. Everyone else still had their eyes shut, sleeping. The gentle rock of the... Wait a second. Why have we stopped? Quietly, I opened the door and left the carriage. I do think this place is so pretty, though. Like, can we just... Rain's kind of in the way a little bit, but it's such a nice background for the horrors that are about to commence. Anyway, light from the moon illuminated the area enough for me to find my way to the front of the carriage. No one sat in the driver's seat, and all 3 horses were nowhere in sight. Something moved in the corner of my vision. When I looked closer, I saw a large bird perched on a low branch. It spread its wings wide before flying off into the night. White, brown, and yellow. An eagle.
What's happened?
You're awake too?
I heard you open the door and leave, so I thought I'd come check on you.
That honestly is a good idea.
Ether, he's gone. All the horses too.
Stay here. Let me go and wake everyone up.
Okay. With his hand resting on the carriage, he found his way back inside and returned with the rest of the group a few moments later.
What do you mean he's gone? He wouldn't just take off.
Well, it looks to me like he left us stranded out here. Not even a single horse in sight.
Why would he just leave us here? I mean, he didn't like us, but is that enough to...
I've known him all my life. There's no way he abandoned us. Something must have happened.
Whether something happened to him or not really isn't the issue. Either way, we're still stranded out here.
What do we do?
No point sitting around waiting for him. I say we start walking now.
Another trek through a forest.
Is it far?
Decently.
Walking, probably a day and a half. Not impossible, but we do have luggage.
Leave it to me.
Elrond went back into the carriage and returned with Soren over his shoulder.
Show off.
We only need to cross the forest, and then we'll practically be at the gates of Sidcam. If I get too tired, one of you will have to carry me too.
Leos can do it. He was jealous.
I wouldn't count on it. Anyway, you probably need the workout. Surprised you can stand with your scrawny little legs.
No one else complains about my legs. In fact, I usually get complimented on how well they wrap around people.
Follow me. It's still late, so I say we walk for a little and then find somewhere to set up camp for the night. Sound good?
No, but continue. Elrond and Varys walked ahead, leading us. They walked close together, but not close enough to touch. I'll make it happen, you guys, don't worry. Their relationship was truly interesting. Why they started traveling together in the first place, though, who would know? A god and a human walking side by side as equals. It sounds impossible. Don't say that, Rain.
It's freezing tonight.
It's only going to get colder. Sidcam is covered with snow for most of the year. It's like a winter wonderland.
How can you survive if it's always so cold?
Clothes.
We've adapted. We grow our food in greenhouses and make sure to dress warmly, pretty much. You'll have to try to get a hold of some winter clothes when you get there.
Yeah. He eyed up Leos and Fawn.
You two especially. You'll turn into popsicles with that much skin exposed.
I already feel like I'm turning into one.
I had to bite on my lips in order to not say that joke. Ooh. Around us, sounds could be heard in the far-off distance. Quiet enough to question if you truly heard them, or if it was your imagination. It sounded like whispering, as if the trees were talking to each other. I shook my head, dismissing such thoughts. It must be the branches creaking in the wind. There was no other explanation. We continued on like this for a while, with only a few words spoken between us. All of us were frozen to the core and exhausted.
Let's set up camp ahead, slightly off the road. Wouldn't want to get run over by a passing carriage in the night.
Elrond sat Soren against a tree, and everyone collapsed into a heap in the undergrowth of the forest, surrounded by scarlet leaves and brambles. The moon still sat high in the sky, giving off no signs of leaving anytime soon.
Let's decide watch for the night, so there's always someone awake to keep an eye out.
That's a good idea.
An eye out for what?
Selena?
I have no clue, but I'd rather not find out. For now, I'm gonna go find some stuff to light a fire with. Leos?
Need my help, do ya? Fine.
The two disappeared into the tree line, leaving me with Varys, Sign, and Fawn.
This isn't exactly where I expected to be staying the night. How will I survive sleeping like this? Oh, Fawn! You must be used to this kind of thing, right?
Oh, whoa.
What?
You know, being a forest dweller, this must feel like home to you.
He frowned and looked away.
Aw, you're no fun. It's so cold. How will I even live through the night? If only I had someone to keep me warm.
You can sit close to me if you need to. Fawn?
I don't want to say anything.
Huh? Yes, Rain?
He smiled sweetly at me. I thought I just heard him click his tongue, but I guess not.
My Rain is such a sweet, kind boy. You should be careful, you know. If you run into the wrong kind of person, you could get taken advantage of.
For sure.
Don't you worry. I'll keep an eye out for you.
Thanks. I've always been told I'm a little bit of a dope, but I'm trying to stop trusting people so easily.
Sign leaned into me, snuggling up close.
You three seem like an interesting trio. I'm surprised you all get along so well.
Oh, Varys, if only you knew.
Get along well? Is that what you think?
Well,
He was so quiet up until now, I almost forgot he was there. I want to talk to him properly soon. I almost feel like I have to learn more about him. It's important.
Since we have a lot of time on our hands, I wanted to ask, can you tell me more about Sidcam? What's it like?
Imagine a vast city of marble and gold, with pools of water that freeze over during the cold months. Imagine a scene of tall, peaked roofs against the backdrop of snowy mountains.
it's beautiful. Especially when snow lines every walkway and kids are out building snowmen.
Have you seen it?
I forgot to mention that when I'm not in this form, I can see just fine. I'm sorry if I confused you. I lost my sight in exchange for this human body. A large price, but nothing when compared to the alternative. I've had the last few hundred years to get used to it, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
As a bird you can see? Why wouldn't you keep that form all the time then?
Sometimes hands are useful, right?
I don't know. I can do more to help while I'm like this, but I think half the reason is that I enjoy being able to talk with Ilron. I've definitely spent more time in this form since we met.
You two seem really close. How long ago did you meet?
Must have been around 7 years ago now, when he was only 19.
Was he as much of a handful as he is now?
More.
No, he was much worse. He was especially broody and sometimes hateful. But we've both learned a lot from each other. In a way, I feel like we've taught each other to be human.
What do you want to know?
I'm just curious about you.
Ooh, hold on. My second ship is having a moment. Can we stop listening to the 4 idiots and listen to them?
Now, I'm not in the business of giving out personal information to bastards like you. Sorry.
No, Leos. Tell him your life story.
We'll resume this conversation another time then.
No.
Please don't.
Leos and Ilrin appeared from the shadows, both with arms full of twigs and leaves, bickering. They were both carrying more than I thought we would have needed. I shook my head, forcing my laugh down. It was like a competition to the two of them. Leos wasn't used to not winning. They piled up the tinder in the wood, and Ilrin took a small flint out of his pocket and lit the fire. Quickly, the whole pile became alight, turning into a roaring flame. The warmth spread through my body quickly, and I could finally feel my fingers and toes again. We all gathered in close, raising our hands to the flames. All of us apart from one. Fawn sat a small distance away against a tree.
Aren't you cold?
No, I'm warm enough over here.
I'll take watch first. Leos?
I'll go after you if I have to.
Put me somewhere in the middle.
Of the watch, right?
Whatever is fine.
Well. I guess I'll go after Sign?
I'm happy to go after Sign.
Ooh.
Well, that was easy. Varys, you can take the slot after Cabbage Patch over here.
Cabbage Patch.
Got it.
The rest of you should get some sleep while you can. There's only a few hours until sunrise.
The heat from the crackling flames was finally starting to make me feel a warm sleepiness, so I laid down by the fire and closed my eyes. Sleep found me despite the location. Talk to me. It was quiet. Completely, utterly quiet. Not just the camp, where most of the others were still curled up, fast asleep. It was my mind, too. No voice spoke to me, reaching through my empty dreams. It was like my thoughts had become blank. With a sigh, I sat up slightly. It was strange, really, how fast you can become accompanied to something, or accustomed to something. Not hearing that voice. Why did it feel so wrong, so alarming? I took a look around the camp. Ilrin was asleep not far from me, so I guess his shift must have ended. I don't think I'll be able to get back to sleep yet, so I might as well get up and stretch my legs. A shadow stood by the other side of the fire, facing away from me. Short. Must be Sign. I should surprise him as revenge for that time in Soren's mansion. Ooh. Slowly, I snuck up behind him, creeping ever so slowly. 3, 2, 1.
Boo! Ah!
I think the only thing stopping him from collapsing was my 2 arms, which were wrapped around his waist.
Gotcha. Ugh. You know...
He turned around to face me, wrapping his arms around my neck. Ooh, boo.
Feeling frisky tonight, are we?
Ooh.
You don't have to surprise me to get my attention. Just drag me off into the bushes and already.
I can't wait until I'm editing this and I have to figure out how much of that I'm going to have to cut out.
I'm not sure this is the time or the place.
That makes it even better. Don't you think a little scandal excites things?
Well, I'm not sure. I guess it might?
I was going to come wake you soon so you could take over, but since you came early, what should we do? We'll just have to find some way to pass the time, right? Oh, what could we possibly do?
I wonder.
I wouldn't mind talking for a while, if you want to.
Okay, Rain.
Just talking? Well, I guess we could. We can save the other stuff for later.
We both took our hands away from each other and sat down in front of the fire. It was still burning steadily, keeping us both toasty.
You know, all that stuff in Oxabor was pretty fun, right? A murder mystery that's gone on for hundreds of years, and we're the ones to crack it. Detective Sign was on the case, so of course we worked it out easily.
Of course.
Fun?
Yeah, questioning people and investigating is so cool. Okay, I'll admit it. It was a little crazy toward the end, and I was scared. Not just a little bit either. It was terrifying.
Valid.
It was terrifying that we could have been killed and eaten by a fallen god. How is that even possible, you know? I feel like I'm in over my head here.
You know, I've never really thought about it until just now, but, can I say this? I guess I could. Sign is kind of the most normal person in this party, because everybody has, like, a certain something to them. Not only in terms of, like, don't think that I can say that, but there's something, like, special to everybody else. And then Sign's just kind of Sign. I don't think that from what I know of him so far, and this is somebody who hasn't played his route yet, I don't think that there's anything that's going to come up later that's going to make him, like, exciting in some way. Like, Rain's the main character, Leos is an assassin. Fun. I can't tell you that. Ilrin's kind of like a bounty hunter. Varys is a god. Sign's a rich kid who's just here for shits and giggles. Like, I've never thought about that until now, that he could feel doubt in himself for being the only, like, normal party member.
It's just lucky that Ilron and Varys were there. Because otherwise, I don't want to think about it.
You've barely had a chance to get to know me. Oh, that would have been a travesty. You would have died.
Say it isn't so, Sign.
You really can't be serious for more than 2 sentences, can you?
Well, I can't be too boring, can I? I'd be all alone if I didn't know how to make things fun.
What?
I think that's enough about me.
Hmm?
I'm more interested in you. You're still something of a mystery to me.
Okay.
You're involved with things like gods and demons. You grew up in a mythical, hidden town. Everything about you captivates me.
He's the main character, so.
So, I want to know what it was like being brought up in Aurelia Cavella. Was it like a cult or something?
I think a lot of people who were raised in cults don't know that they were cults until they were getting out of it. So I feel like asking him that isn't really, like, going to come up with any good answers. That's kind of more of an external question.
Growing up there, it seemed pretty normal to me. I grew up in a small orphanage, and in the last few years, I helped with caring for the younger kids.
Did you go to school?
There were a few, but I didn't go to one.
What about the speaker? What's he like?
That's a little hard to answer.
Oh, he was the one that kicked you out, right? Sorry.
No, it's fine. He's, our leader.
Mm-hmm.
We all trust him. He speaks of the gods and protects us.
You don't sound too sure.
My faith is wavering a little. I want to believe, I really do, but...
Sounds difficult. He must be happy to be out of there.
I feel... well... I'm conflicted. Aurelia Cavella means the world to me. And of course staying there would have been easier, but... then I wouldn't have met any of you, or traveled to all of these places.
That's cute.
I want to go back and tell everyone, but now isn't the time. I had to get answers before anything else. And now that Ilron and Varys are with us, and we have Nox to deal with, I have even more to do. Oh, speaking of those two, what do you think about them?
Oh, well.
Ilron's a crafty fox, and he's really smart, so I don't particularly like him.
No.
Being involved with someone like him probably isn't good news. Although...
I love him, Your Honor.
he's pretty hot, right?
Hell
His
yeah.
arms are gorgeous. And that chest...
I love this for him, because another fun fact, Ilrin was in like the Kickstarter, they had a tier for you can put your own character into the game. And it was just going to be like a side character who was going to have like maybe 5 lines and not be important to the story at all. Ilrin is that side character. And I don't know how to explain it. He just fit in so much with the story. He was so well loved that now he's a major character. So it's so cute to be like, I don't know, thirsting or everybody likes him or something. And it's like, I'm so happy for him. I'm just the fact that he wasn't supposed to be in this very much. But Sign thinks he's hot. I really ship him with Varys, the other one that I can't say. Favorite side character. Okay.
What about Varys? What did you think about his story?
I feel lost.
Mm-hmm.
Before now, I held no belief in gods or demons. Even now, I find it hard to accept. He just seems like a normal person. For once, I feel like the only regular guy here, which is a first. I don't know if you realize it or not, but I usually stand out.
That's what I was saying earlier. He's just a guy.
It's confusing. Like, what have I gotten myself into now? This is the kind of stuff Ether warned me about. Honestly, when I met you, I never expected anything like this.
Mm-hmm.
You really are fun, you know that? Even with all the weird shit going on, at least it hasn't been boring.
It's about to get a little weirder, but...
You didn't believe in them?
Nope, never. But I'm not against believing. It's just not something that's ever crossed my mind.
With a yawn, Sign stretched out his arms sleepily.
I think it's my bedtime. Will you be okay by yourself?
Should be.
Of course. Get some rest and we can talk more tomorrow.
I don't think that anything that happens in here is during Rain's shift. I don't think so.
If you miss me too much, you can come and wake me.
Ooh.
I'll keep that in mind. Good night, Sign.
He got up and turned to leave.
Whoa!
My apologies. Are you all right?
It's not your turn yet, is it? Wait.
I'm fine. Good night.
I think I might have startled him. It's nearly my turn to take over, so I thought I'd join you for a while. Would you walk with me?
How long were we talking? Oh my god.
I'd love to.
For a while, we walked silently through the crimson forest, dyed black from the absence of light. The moon lit up enough of the forest for us to avoid finding ourselves lost, at least. Every now and then, I heard the whispers of something far off in the distance, a soft buzzing of sounds that almost seemed like words, but they were unreachable. And no matter how I strained my ears, they wouldn't reveal their meanings to me.
Do you hear it too?
I do. What is it? Insects? Animals?
Even I'm not certain. But I have a theory. I believe that long ago, a god inhabited and protected this land. But not any longer. I can still feel the wisps of a powerful soul here and there. But I don't sense anyone watching us. Perhaps that god moved on or disappeared and left behind a gift to protect this forest. Or perhaps his soul is still stuck here. I don't know.
More gods. I feel like everywhere I turn, I can't avoid them.
Oh, if only you knew, girly pop.
I don't blame you. You've had a lot of encounters that most people would never even believe. I'm not sure if you're lucky or not. I could be wrong anyway. Perhaps nothing inhabits these woods. Maybe it's a crazy hermit living in the center all by himself, driving off travelers.
He laughed a little, raising his hand to his mouth. It was strange how calm I felt around someone I'd only just met. He was gentle and caring, enough so that I instantly felt okay with sharing more about myself with him.
Can I ask you something?
I'm always here to listen.
For a while now, I've been hearing strange voices in my dreams. Sometimes they're quiet, but sometimes they're frantic and loud, too. I don't know what they mean. But since we entered these woods, I haven't heard that voice. Not even once. You'd think I'd be happy about it, but I want to find out the truth. Not just have them disappear. You might have no clue whatsoever, but I thought it was worth asking.
Perhaps the remnants of a divine do lie inside of the Amaranth then, and it's stopping whoever is speaking to you.
You think it's actually someone talking to me? Not just strange dreams?
I do. Yes. It's just a matter of working out who.
We circled around the camp and found ourselves back in front of the campfire. Varys sat first and motioned for me to sit next to him. The others all laid scattered around, sleeping soundly.
You're curious, aren't you? About me.
A little bit.
I am. If you're comfortable answering, there's something I'd like to know more about. You're a god, born from the heavens, but you said that you fell and had to take a mortal body, right? Like Nox, too. He was inside of Soren's body. Does that mean...
No. This body wasn't originally mine. The consequences must be dire for a god to take a human body. Nox was an exception, since the two existed within a single body. But normally the only way a god can take a human form is to enter a body at the exact second the original soul leaves.
This is going to be a long conversation if you're going to get into the whole thing of it.
So, they have to die.
Then, your body...
That's right. When I was on my last legs, and I thought my only option would be to fade away, I was offered the body of a dying infant. The parents were both believers of mine. They prayed and prayed to me to save their child, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing I tried could save him, and it was a decision that weighed on me heavily, to take that body. But the parents, my parents, rejoiced. They named me Varys, after the god that saved their child. I grew up as a human, on a farm far away from here. My life was simple and happy.
A human family? Where are they now?
They're long dead. This was 500 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be. They may be gone now, but they still live on inside of me. I'll never forget the warmth that they gave me. I never told them the truth, not even on their deathbeds. I hope I did a good enough job at being their son.
It sounds to me like you were always meant to be their son.
Thank you, Rain. Growing up as a human gave me an insight that I never had before. Not in my life as a god, or my life before that. For that, I'll be forever grateful. I think that's the difference between Nox and I. He didn't get the chance to experience human warmth, so he never connected with mankind. He was thrown into a world of violence and deception, tortured for simply existing. I can't imagine how I would have turned out if that was my first experience with humans. It's difficult to blame him for what he did. Perhaps some of them truly did deserve to die, but he involved far too many innocents. It wasn't his place to judge them.
I can't forgive him, but he's also a victim in this, right?
That's right. A victim of circumstance. He never chose the life of a god. Anyway, I've kept you far too long. For now, go rest. We have a long journey ahead of us tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Will you be okay by yourself?
Oh yeah, he's God. Don't have to go to that question. He's great.
Of course. I've somehow managed to survive these last few hundred years, so I think I can manage an hour or so.
I stood from my place beside Varys after saying goodnight and found a spot a little further from the fire. Silent sleep found me almost instantly upon shutting my eyes.